Hey there. So, if you're seeking for how your personal development can reflect in your career growth, then I want you to subscribe to this channel. My name is Messenger and I'm a human capital developer. So welcome back my friends to today's video. Today we're going to be continuing from our previous video. If you haven't watched that video, I would really love you to go and watch it after watching this one. Now, last video we talked about the law of negotiation and how it's important for your happiness in life and in business. And from the laws we listed last video, I'm sure you are making headway in your negotiation skills now. So today we're taking it many steps further. And the first law I'm going to be reviewing today from Tracy's book is what he calls the law of terms. Now, when you're negotiating, sometimes it's not about the price, the initial price, because there are certain items like when you're acquiring a property or when you're purchasing a vehicle, probably a luxury vehicle, the price is not the problem. What you should be looking out for are the terms of payment. Now, how are they spreading the payments plan for you? So you may not get a lesser price or you may not get a cheaper price or a much better offer, but you can get a much better term of payment, right? So look out for the term. Everything is not just about the price at that point. Make sure that the term of payment is favorable for you. How much are you depositing at the start, and how much are you going to at the spread payment? How much are you going to pay at intervals? So these are the things that you should look out for. And Brian Tracy says you should, no matter how good an offer sounds, you shouldn't jump on it at the first instance. You should always look out to see if you can get even a much better offer. If the first offer could be that nice, then probably with a little push, you can even get something better. And when we flip the cards, it's the same thing. Don't write off any offer just because it sounds bad. You could then proceed to negotiate with the terms. If you really want the item and the initial payment plan is not favorable, you could discuss on how to make the terms of payment more favorable for you or for your company. Okay? Now, the second law for today is what he talks about, the law of authority. Now, when you're negotiating with another party, it's important for you to know, and in fact, in many cases, explicitly ask the person you're negotiating with if they have the sole power to make decisions on that negotiation table. Now, it may be that they are just representatives of the other party and cannot make certain decisions at that table. So it's important you know the level of authority the person you're negotiating with has at their hands. Okay, now this would help you position yourself in a better way to know the kind of offers you can give and how far you can go. Now, another way he says this is that if you discover that the person at the other side of the table does not have a lot of power to make the proper decisions or the final decisions for that negotiation, you too would have to pose as one who does not have the final authority. So that way you both can be able to negotiate on a lesser level. So you're not the one making all the final decisions and the other party is telling you, okay, I'll relate to my superior and get back to you. No. At that point, both of you would have a superior that you have to relate to. So while the other party has an opportunity to go back and rethink on the offers and the negotiations that have gone on that day, then you yourself also have that same opportunity. So always evaluate the level of authority the person you're negotiating with has in making the final decisions for that negotiation. Okay, so my friends, next is law number 3, the law of power. Now, the person with the greater power tends to get the best out of the negotiation, whether it's a real power or person's power. That person tends to get the best and the most out of the negotiation process. So it's important for you to discern what power you have in that negotiation and what power the other party have in that negotiation. Because the truth is, nobody is going to negotiate with you if they do not feel that you have a certain power over them, either to help them or to hurt them. So when we come to the point of negotiating, it's because we know that we can either be of benefit to each other or we could either hurt each other. So we're trying to look for a way to have a compromise and come to a common ground. And power is just like beauty, it's in the eyes of the beholder. So there is what we call perceived power. You may not have as much power as you look to have, right? So you can appear to have much power, or you can appear to be a person who has greater power over that negotiation, and that will definitely give you an upper edge in the negotiation process. So this is one of the laws. Don't look like you are the lesser person. Don't look like you are in need of that negotiation. You need to look like you're a person of power who can either help that situation or hurt that situation. Okay. And lastly, for today's video on the laws of negotiation, it's been a ride. It's what Brian Tracy would call the law of desire. Now, Brian Tracy mentions the law of desire as a person who wants the negotiation to succeed the most. The moment it is discovered that you are more passionate about the success of the negotiation, the lower your bargaining power, the lower your bargaining chance, because you are more desperate for it to work out. So there's what skilled negotiators do. They simply come in looking polite but uninterested. It looks like they have a better deal elsewhere and they just want to hear you. Even if that is their last option, they just act like it's not that much important to them. That would put the other party on their toes, and they're making them feel like, look like, if it works out fine, if it doesn't work out fine. That is the best pose to have, or the best posture to have when negotiating. Do not be too eager for the negotiation to work out, or the other party should not discover by any slight chance that you are very eager or desperate for this negotiation to work out, or that would be the tools they will use against you, and you would most likely lose your bargaining power in that setting. So cover up the desire to want to win the negotiation at all points and make it look like, well, if it works out fine, if it doesn't work out fine. And that, my friend, gives you every power you need on that negotiation table, because you look less interested, even though your business may be hanging on that negotiation. And that brings us to the wrap for today's video, and I really hope you gained so much value that you can apply in your life, in your business, and in your career. Until I come your way next time with my premium video, make sure you're subscribed to this channel, make sure you're liking these videos, make sure you're sharing it with someone out there to enlarge our community of valuable people. Make sure that you're dropping a comment too, the comment section, to let me know what you think about today's video. So next time when you see my premium video, make sure that you are doing everything within your power and everything it takes to be a person of value and to grow in your career. Okay?